Right then, folks. So let's turn the old heater off. There we go. Now, last time you saw this head had a few more bits on it, so we've taken all the studs out. Why have we done that? Well, if you're going to clean off a face of something, then you obviously want to clean it flat, so you get a clean face. So there was a couple of studs here. They have to be thread locked back in to get that face nice and clean. If we just give it a quick spin around. Again, there were studs in the exhaust manifold. No, obviously in the head for the manifold. We've also taken out the glow plugs, and just there was a couple of other studs on the front and a couple on the other side. So we've also taken out, there's a shaft that goes through here. Taken that out. It's got some flaps in it. That was obviously controllable before. Get rid of that thing. That's not going to be no good to us. So hopefully I'm going to get this just tigged up on the end here, and then that will seal that off. And if necessary, seal off each chamber individually. What comes out later. The first thing I need to do is get this cleaned off, get the valves out, and send it away to the engineers to have it tested, skinned if necessary. I've got no reason to believe it needs it, but it's always worth testing. Eagle-eyed among you will notice that my valve compressor is not good. It's not good enough. Notice the issue. I don't know if you can see. Let's bring you in a bit closer. Right. So you can see in there the valves are quite deep inside the head. So quite naturally, let's put you back down again. There you go. Anyway, what was I saying? Yes, what was I saying? Valves, recesses. So I'm going to have to make a little adaptation on that to put them back in. But for now, for removal, I'll probably just smack them with a socket. I've got a magnet here somewhere. So I'll just smack them with a socket, collets will fall out, get a magnet, flick them out, and that'll get them removed. I've got my little board here. So I got cam end, gearbox end, exhaust, inlet, 8 holes for each because it's a 16 valve head. We're winning. And the valves will go in there. Especially that's useful later when I regrind the valve seats. Well, I'll just lap them in. Won't need to regrind them, hopefully. We'll just lap them in, and you want them obviously for each valve. So you can already see the efficiency of this head, really. The 2.1 inlet got similar size inlets because it had 2 valves put in on the inlet side, but the design is so much better. And on the exhaust side, the 2.1 outlets, there's only 1 valve per cylinder, and they're about that size. So we've got double that. Straight away you can kind of see the efficiency of it. As we can see on the gasket here, we did have a couple by the look of it leaking, but no known faults with the engine. We'll clean her off. That's the next big job, but we'll get the valves out first. So, wow, and I've waffled there, didn't I? Flipping heck. But I'm too busy to do that again, so you'll have to just live with it. So we'll switch to a time lapse. I think that's a much better idea. I can get on, stop talking. You can stop listening to my voice. Win. Right, so that's all the valves out. We can't obviously put them in that way. We'll sort that out later. We've got them all boxed up. The springs and the collets and shims, they'll be in there. They'll be cleaned up. That is one of the weaknesses on the 16 valve HDI heads, is the springs. You get a bit of valve float. Now you've probably heard that on the 2.1 as well. Google that. I haven't got time to explain it. It's valve flow. I don't fully understand it myself either, but basically your valves ain't shutting and opening right because boost keeps them open effectively. Inlet pressures and exhaust pressures keeps them open. Good things. All the valve seats have had a quick check over, look okay. It is a credible head, really, when you think about it. It is quite amazing. You've got these ports running in here, so 16 valve, but also twin, effectively like a twin port, I suppose. So you've only got the flaps working on 4. So each valve has its own port coming through. It's pretty clever. So that port goes off in that direction. That port goes off in that direction. Yeah, it's pretty clever. I'm quite impressed on the design, and it flows very, very well. Give you a good sign of the gunk. I don't know if you can see that. Let me try and get that up close for you, because everyone likes a bit of gunk, don't they? So I don't know if you can see in there. Let me get a torch. Can you see that? It is just absolutely caked on the inlet side. Gunk. It's absolutely disgusting. So, look at that. So we need to clean that off, basically. We need to clean that out. I am just amazed. And that is basically a result of EGR recirculation. There are some obviously benefits to it, but look at that. That is not efficiency. Might be efficient when it's brand new. It's not now. So, how are we going to clean that off? Gunk. Ultra degreaser. Yeah, I'm just going to go and chuck loads of this on it. Give me some grime, grease and stains. Well, we've got a few stains we need to get off. And a jet wash. And we'll see how we get on. And now we'll see a clean head in a second. Oh, actually, cleaning it off, go into the head place, then it'll be back. And then we'll lap those valves in, one by one.